What's cracking, guys? Omar Isuf here. In this video today, I got another announcement that I want to make, another goal I'll be setting, a goal that is congruent with all my other goals. That means it will not interfere, it can only help me. As you guys know, 2016 is the rebuild, it is the year of gains. I got multiple goals. Currently I am cutting, I want to become very proficient at weightlifting, and eventually I want to add more muscle mass. I also talk about aesthetics, I talk about bodybuilding, I talk about old school lifting, and I've realized that an area I want to bring up is my damn back, okay? Barn door back, Dorian Yates. The ass chest, the chest for me came first when it came to upper body development. That kind of came naturally, fairly easily. Now I see when it comes to weightlifting, especially because my form is horrendous and I use no momentum and I basically just strict press instead of jerking it correctly using my legs, I see that lifting things overhead 5 to 6 times a week is going to produce results when it comes to my shoulders, my deltoids. So if I keep that up, the deltoids will come along. So I got the ass chest, we got the deltoids coming in. The next part of the equation is that back, a wide, thick back, trying to get that V taper. So what is my solution in order to grow this back? High volume training. This is going to be congruent then with my weightlifting. It's not going to interfere. I'm going to do what I regard as the best back building movement a lot. Pull-ups, okay? I'm gonna do a shit ton of pull-ups. The cure, I believe, for a small back, a back that you want to grow, if you want to do high volume, the high volume approach would be a lot of pull-ups. I'm talking at least 10,000 pull-ups this year. To compare that to last year, I did a quick calculation how many I would do. You know, I'd do pulling probably 2 times per week. I'd probably do 30 to 40 pull-ups twice per week, so that's 70 to 80. I did roughly, you know, somewhere between 4,000, 5,000 pull-ups last year. I want to now increase that volume. I want to more than double it. I set an arbitrary goal of 10,000 pull-ups, but it's going to look more like 12 to 15,000 before the year is done. This experiment has already begun. I'm doing a minimum of 200 pull-ups per week, so I'll get about 40 to 50 per session, 4 to 5 times per week, and that's going to slowly increase. The first week I did experience quite a bit of soreness in my lats, but the second week that died down, so I could clearly see how I could get even more volume. As you guys know, when it comes to hypertrophy, a high volume approach or seeking more volume, increasing your work capacity over time is one of the fundamental key drivers for building muscle. So if you want to get better, if you want to get bigger, you essentially got to do more, lift more, do more. The great thing about doing a high volume approach when it comes to back training for myself is that it won't interfere with any of my other goals like weightlifting, right? I won't even be that sore. It won't interfere with any of the pulling because I'm doing a relatively light load for myself. I tested my 1 rep max roughly, and I can get at least 25 strict pull-ups at the start of this year. So doing 10 repetitions, you know, several sets every single session is not going to kill me. What it is going to do is help accumulate that volume necessary to grow, because like I said, this year 2016 I am damn focused on growing. I did some research to see if anyone else has done this before, and it turns out someone has. Chad Waterbury documented this, I believe it was 4 or 5 years ago. He did over 13,000 pull-ups in 6 months. I will be documenting my progress personally. I have my starting photo, as you guys can see, you know, relaxed photo, and then me flexing with some lighting and, you know, some filters going on, but we'll see throughout the year. So I'm cutting a little bit, I'm gonna rebuild, gain some more muscle, and at the end of the year we'll compare progress and see what has happened. But from observing individuals that do high volume training, so I'm talking about gymnasts, I'm talking about those that do calisthenics, it clearly works. They have a high volume approach, right, where they do a lot of work and their hypertrophy shows. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Now, there are a few rules I'm going to set up for myself when it comes to this challenge. The first, they all must be strict pull-ups, all the way up, all the way down. None of that kipping pull-up bullshit. We will try and target the lats, the back, and the biceps. So strict form will absolutely be necessary. The second rule is, like I said before, 10,000 is the minimum goal. As I progress, I really do think for this year I'll get at least 12 to 15,000 pull-ups. Point number 3, the last point, I'm going to slowly incorporate variations. So doing the pull-up, but as well as weighted pull-ups, chin-ups, ring pull-ups, maybe some different variations like that, just to change it up a little bit, target different areas. That's it, guys. That's the video. I think pull-ups are an amazing exercise for building a big back. I think this is a very easy, simple approach to getting high volume. It's very intuitive. Just do a whole lot of pull-ups, track this over time, right? We can measure by the total amount of work being done how far I'm progressing. So 10,000 is the minimum goal for the year. That's the goal. Building a bigger back. This is the cure for the small back. We got the ass chest, we got the delts are going to come in 2016. This is what I'll be doing for the back. It's once again congruent with my other goals that I have, so I'm very excited about this. That's it, guys. That's the video. If you liked the video, thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like the damn video, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my rascals, in that next one. Peace.